people always say, especially most people that disagree with me or don't like me, say I come across as smug. Well, today I am going to be as smug as I like because I was right. Right? 3 weeks ago, I made a video saying that Galloway is on the way into crashing Corbyn's party. And yes, that is still true. Galloway and his goons do intend to fully go and crash the Corbyn Sultana party. They are making sure that they are there at the grassroots level, ready to, well, take some power when the party actually starts to form. However, as I also told you, at the very same time, they are not the only group that is now dashing into this new party to try and capture the grassroots so that when, as they say, this new party finally forms and it's like, well, okay, all these different branches, who is in charge of that branch? Oh, well, it's nice Mr. Whatever who happened to organize the first meeting. Of course, not telling people that they're part of the SWP. Those of you who don't know what the SWP is, it's the Socialist Workers' Party. And oh boy, they're as about as trotty as they come, quite frankly. But before we get into their now attempts to not only infiltrate but co-opt this new Corbyn Sultana party, please do remember, of course, to click the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, feel free to comment down below as well. I know you all will. So, like I say, thank you very much to all those people who do help and support the channel that way. Click the like, click the share button. Don't forget to ring the bell, of course, as well, so you get notifications of when we go live. And of course, as well, there are links down below to the Patreon page, the Buy Me Coffee link, the YouTube thank you button, all that good stuff down below. So thank you very much to all those people who do help and support the channel that way. So, Socialist Workers' Party, what's going on? Well, well, to those of you who may be about to attend a new Your Party meeting or the very first Your Party meeting in an area, I would recommend you do this. Ask the organizers, are they part of a political party? Ask the chair if they are part of a political party, because there is a pattern already very clearly emerging in a lot of these first meetings, that a lot of these organizers are part of the SWP. And as I said, they're not the only group as well. The Revolutionary Communist Party also out there trying to do this as well. Indeed, it came to almost a big blowout in Leeds, where the first question, the organizers from the SWP refused to actually say that they were part of the SWP when asked a direct question, were they part of the SWP? Because guess what? The SWP has told people, go organize these meetings, capture the grassroots, and then we can get in there and we can field our candidates on the back of this Your Party stuff. That is what they want to do. That is their full mandate. And guess what? They aren't being quiet about it. They are being, well, I say quiet about it, but they are being very blatant. They are handing out leaflets called The Time Is Now, or Seize the Moment, I believe it's called. I haven't got one, unfortunately, in front of me, but when I do, I really want to go through it. Trust me, I really want to go through it because it's got some interesting stuff on this. However, I do have a comment from someone on Facebook who was at one of those meetings who responded how they felt about this meeting. Now, I can't obviously show you because I don't want to dox this person. It might get them into trouble, and I don't want them dogpiled on or anything like that. So I'm not going to show you it. But trust me, this is kind of interesting. So this is what they had to say on this. The pamphlet I received seized the time at the recent Your Party meeting, reveals now an organization that neither understands the United Front nor actually offers a program for working class politics. The SWP want a new party to mirror now a very diluted version of their own politics, while giving it a license of credibility to now run their own candidates. the reader would come away with an impression that they were expecting now this new venture from Corbyn Sultana to fail and collapse. But they want that collapse, not obviously to, of course, damage them, as the way the Galloway break with them back in Respect in 2007 did. Of course, remember, prominent SWPers went with either Galloway or other SWPers who had been very big in Respect, such as John Rees and Liam Grimsley, became outliers in with the WP and ended up quitting back in 2010 to form Counterfire. And yeah, Counterfire is yet another group that is trying to take over and get in and be sort of, seen as like the legitimate, shall we say, option for when who gets to run local branches comes into force. The SWP want to be very much in a position now to recruit all those who get disappointed if the Sultana Corbyn party ends up collapsing or declines, rather than having members, of course, sucked away from themselves instead. The final paragraph of this pamphlet makes this aim very plain and clear, urging readers to join now the SWP, not only, of course, to shape this new party, but above all, now to build revolutionary socialist forces. In short, the SWP have no confidence in and have no real constructive proposals for this new Corbyn Sultana party. They just want to be able to take away some of those who sign up for it. And like I say, they are going out there. They are not being, quiet about it. That is their aim. They want to get in and they want to take over and they want to be seen as the legitimate successors, because eventually, when they finally actually get around to organizing the party, there has to be a party structure. That means there has to be, at some point, local branches. How do then those local branches get the designation of you're the official, your party won? I've already said there is a case very quickly developing in Manchester in particular as to who would be the official your party branch in Manchester, because there's already quite a few with all the different crazy left-wing socialist revolutionary communist party groups over there vying for who gets the say, who gets the official nod. And then, of course, as we're already seeing, by the way, SWP, they run these meetings not inviting people to these meetings. They are curating WhatsApp groups. They're told, set up the WhatsApp group for your party in that area, and then, don't let the people in who are going to rumble you or, might, shall we say, be better candidates than you for it. Very interesting time indeed, but just something for you all to be very much aware of, because I was very much right in this, saying and that this was going to happen. And how do they end up solving this? Well, the truth is they don't, because of the way that your party has been started, it's been inaugurated. This was inevitable, and eventually this is going to lead to some absolutely fascinating yet catastrophic for Corbyn Sultana's party when it all starts to go infighting, because it will. It will. All these groups that are infiltrating your party right now don't really want their party to succeed unless they're the ones in charge. They're the ones calling the shots. And they know full well they can capture the grassroots. If they can make it like that, then they will be very much the ones in charge. So just something that we'll be keeping an eye on, because, oh boy, it's already starting to happen. And when it does, I will be covering it. So, as always, thank you very much to all those people who are, again, helping support the channel. And of course, as always, we'll see you all next time.